I changed this image since my presentation last year, but there are some changing in the navigation at sea. Shipping has changed a lot over the last decades, and efficiency and profits are some of the main driving forces. We had heard from the previous speaker the definition of e-navigation, so I won't repeat it. But what is important is the marine information, safety, security, and protection of the marine environment. That is the IMO's initiative, basically. The e-navigation implementation plan forces us to improve and harmonize a user-friendly bridge design, means for standardized and automated reporting, improved bridge equipment and navigational information, and integrated presentation of information in graphical displays. Doesn't only mean on board the ship, can mean on shore, can also mean on medias brought with you, like tablets, mobile phones, iPhones, and so forth. What are the challenges of e-navigation? It is the transition from paper to digital. What is available in digital format? Yeah, I see you have a laugh. I consider you see the pile of paper that's going on shore from that ship when they went over to do ECDIS and totally digital navigation. It's the distribution and updating, it's standardization and training, it's the vetting and port state control, and it is what we have heard earlier on today, the integration. What about cost versus price? I also think there has been talked about a lot of topics today. Then you have to not only look into the price, but what is the total cost? Two happy seamen. The e-navigation bridge is a strategy developed by the International Maritime Organization, as we said, to bring about increased safety of navigation in commercial shipping through better organizing of data on ship and ashore, and better data exchange and communicated between ship and the ship ashore. The future of e-navigation is a reality today. The challenge is to utilize the development, the technology, and the know-how. Standardization is important, and it's important to have suppliers that can meet all the equipment manufacturers. ECDIS is said, my previous speaker said a lot about ECDIS, I will not repeat. I will just say that I was the happy guy to be a part of the SeaTrans project in 1989 to 90 to test electronic navigational charts on board, yes, on board the SeaTrans vessel from Trondheim to Hamburg. We were a part of that organization. The interesting part of this picture is the navigator is looking to the starboard side on his new chart machine. In front of him is the radar, because that was the most important navigational tool up till the ECDIS came. They said the invention of the ECDIS was the most important invention since the radar. I won't go into detail about ECDIS, but today on the market there are 27 manufacturers of type-approved ECDIS systems. Of course, they make several models. I predict in the future there will be 20% that will remain. Pardon? Probably only one. I think I would. What the name would be as well. No, because there will be big challenges in the time to come. You have to have integrated bridge systems. There will be not single suppliers, and retrofit will go away because all the new buildings will be fitted with ECDIS integrated bridge system. They have to handle big data, and they have to do type-approved training. It will be bigger demands for the supplier. So the local ECDIS manufacturer around the corner, I think they will vanish. Autonomous ships, facts or fiction? Nobody believed that it was possible to put a man on the moon. And as a curiosity, I saw the black and white television on a television out of Friesland when I was sailing as an AB when they did so. And we also had rumors this time that the Russians had an autonomous ship sailing in the Black Sea. So it has been on the seamen's lips for years. But it was in 1969. In 2 years, it will be 50 years ago. They put a man on the moon. So why shouldn't they be able to have an autonomous ship? Autonomous ship is a logical consequence of digitization. But autonomous ships doesn't mean or is equal to an unmanned ship. We have to split those two expressions. What about having an unmanned cruise liner? Who should sit with the captain's table? We have to see the shipping industry in a very differentiated business, which I will come into. There will always be need of crew, but necessarily not on board. We are in the happy position to be taking part of in an EU project that are looking into autonomous vehicle, planes, cars, and also ships. So NAVTOR was chosen as the from the marine industry. And we will spend the next 3 years helping EU chart a route towards autonomous vessels. The Norwegian firm has been selected to represent the maritime industry in what they call Enable S3 project. NAVTOR has now received funding to investigate the concept of shore-based bridge systems, a crucial stepping stone in the path to autonomously. But first step towards such a ship is taken. Rolls-Royce developed what they called autocrossing system. So in a fjord up in Norway, there will be from next year a ferry going back and forth. And the system takes over control for the fjord crossing from the captain and manage the vessel's acceleration, deceleration, speed and route. So at this time there will be a cooperation with the autonomous ship and the machinery and the captain. Røn, the first unmanned vessel, is coming in 2018. Will be designed and built in Norway in cooperation with Kongsberg. Sea trials will take place in Norway, newly designed automated vessel testbed in the Trondheimsfjord, and will be conducted under the support of DNV and the Norwegian Maritime Authority. So, is it a fact or is it fiction? It's difficult to predict, especially about the future. But an artistic impression could look like this. So, I think that has been said several times earlier today. It's better to be an hour early than 5 minutes too late, because the future starts today. There will be changes, enormous changes in this industry. And I think if we look back several years, especially in Norway, we had a big fleet of sailing ships, and a lot of shipping companies, they went bankrupt because they didn't believe in steam. So where are you today? Today, there are several that said earlier on that is available in digital format. You don't have to have paper charts, you don't have to have paper publications, you can go with digital. And here we have the famous USB stick. We have so far had no problems as we issue it from our office, but what happened after on board the ship, we cannot control. but IMO and BIMCO has issued rules, or not rules, but guidelines how to set up a cybersecurity policy for the shipping companies, but you cannot control mankind. So what can be done is to build a secure set with a box for automated updates. To manage the data automated on the ship.